Nice. So something that he does really well as he's going up into his higher range is he's keeping his larynx low. And now he's in a mix for sure. And he's not allowing that larynx to rise too high. Sounding very good so far. I mean, he's got a totally different instrument that he's working off of. Pretty incredible if he was actually playing the piano in the first one. The fact that he's also pulling it off with guitar. It's awesome. It's a total... Run, lost boy, they say to me. Hey everyone, it's Tom Ellis, singer-songwriter and vocal coach, and I'm going to be reacting to my own performance of Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. Now you all know I'm kidding with you, but I've received, over the years, tons and tons of comments. Man, you look like Tom Ellis. Are you Lucifer? Lucifer can sing? And the list goes on and on and on. Now I don't mind. I mean, I think Tom Ellis is a good-looking man, and I don't mind the comparison. You know, he's also a singer. So it works really well that the guy, the vocal coach that everybody says looks like Tom Ellis, is now reacting to Tom Ellis singing Wicked Game. It's actually a really good song. I want to hear how he approaches it. Let's check it out. Give himself the key.
And no one could save me but you.
Okay, so coming in with a really breathy chest voice.
It's strange what desires can make foolish people do.
So if you're familiar with the original, he's changing up the phrasing of the words. So he's really making this his own. Also, I think the tempo might be a little bit different as well. This seems a little bit more free than the original, which was a little bit more metered out.
That I'd lose somebody like you.
Nice. So something that he does really well as he's going up into his higher range is he's keeping his larynx low. And now he's in a mix for sure. And he's not allowing that larynx to rise too high. And it's got a very characteristic kind of deeper, darker sound. And I never dreamed that I... It's that quality as opposed to... And I never dreamed... That's going to be the larynx rising. I mean, you could do that better. And I never dreamed that I... That's the rising larynx. Now, it's harder to sing that way. So using a little bit of that darker quality that lowers the larynx can help to free it up. This is actually something that I cover in my lesson subscription. You can check out the link down below, and in there you get access to a lot of really great resources to learn how to sing properly. So if you want to learn exactly how Tom Ellis is singing this, you can check it out there.
Game to play to make me feel this way.
And now he's actually really putting on a specifically lowered larynx sound. To make me feel this way. He's got that imposition that is dropping the larynx there to give it that authority and a little bit more of a sinister type of sound. And he's doing a really good job of capturing emotion in his voice. So, I mean, it'd be hard to say that he doesn't sound emotional in this song. It's definitely there.
What a wicked thing to say. You never felt.
Okay, so there's a little bit of strain creeping in here. He's trying to keep a lot of vocal weight as he's going up. So what a wicked thing to say. I believe that's where it started to kick in a little bit of strain.
What a wicked thing to say.
Yeah, so thing to say is just getting a little bit strained. You know, loosening it up and not quite making it as chesty as it is would help him, using a little bit more head resonance. So instead of holding on to that really full authoritative voice that he's trying to go for, that character, and letting it go a little bit more towards head voice would really help. But he actually pulled it off on Felt This Way. Kept that authority in his voice, that fullness, but it didn't end up straining. Now, I like that falsetto that he goes into there. He's doing it very different than Chris Isaak does. So he specifically uses a lot of no. So I think Chris Isaak goes more along the lines of more of a heady mix before no. wanna fall in love. I think he does something like that. So he's using on the no, not nearly as full, or now. Sorry, it's not a no. Whereas Lucifer, Tom Ellis, is using much more weight to his voice here. To create that contrast. It's much more contrasty. But with that said, it's also got just a little bit, I mean, you would say it plays into the angst, but it's got a little bit of strain to it. That could be released. Just personal observation here. Now he's using much more head resonance in that mix. Incredible how he uses silence and pauses in between the phrases to just create so much emotion in that last phrase. I love that. Now I think I saw that Tom Ellis does this live. I really have to check that out to see how those two stack up. I really have to. Let's see how his approach stacks up.
The world is on fire, and no one can save it but you. It's strange what desires can make foolish people do.
Sounding very good so far. I mean, he's got a totally different instrument that he's working off of. Pretty incredible if he was actually playing the piano in the first one. The fact that he's also pulling it off with guitar. It's awesome. It's a shift, like, in how it sounds. So it requires a shift on your part to keep up with that difference.
And I never dreamt that I'd meet somebody like you.
Yeah, so this is much softer. This is much closer to the Chris Isaak version. He's using much more head resonance here.
And I never thought that I'd want somebody like you.
Not nearly as full.
Now I wanna fall in love. Yes, I wanna fall in love.
See how much lighter, easier that is. He's totally changing it up. This is really, really cool to see a totally different vibe of his voice. And it could be that first, in the video performance of it was coached out of him from the television crew or the producer that told him, we want a specific sound from you. We don't want this lighter quality. We want you to go full. We want you to sound authoritative. We want you to sound like Lucifer. So that could be.
With you. With you.
Sounds incredible live.
Why don't we keep games to play to make me feel this way? Oh.
Okay, so this is definitely the fuller part that was there in the more, lower larynx position coming in. So he is playing into that quality and character a little bit.
Why don't we keep things to do to make me dream of you? What a wicked thing to say to make me feel this way. Oh, what a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you now. What a fall in love.
Yeah, it's not as full out as he was in the TV version, let's call it, but he's going much fuller than he did the first time through. So very cool to see this contrast and also the similarities. Very cool.
No, I wanna fall. No, I
Unfortunately, the audience wasn't appreciating those spaces in between that he was doing to create emotion and intensity. They started clapping too early. There we go. Amazing live performance. Really shows he can really sing. You know, it's not just something that's done on the TV version. It's something you can do live and in person. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please check out this one. You're gonna like it too.